Apple just released iOS 26.4, and this one is kind of bigger than it looks. Yeah, at first glance, it feels like a typical mid-cycle update, a few new features, some bug fixes, brand new emojis, and all that. But once you start digging, there's a lot more going on. New AI features, major music app redesign, the keyboard bug has finally been fixed, changes to Liquid Glass's appearance, and some surprisingly useful quality of life upgrades. So in this video, we're going to go through everything new in iOS 26.4, talk about performance, battery life, and most importantly, whether you should update or not. Let's start with what's new. In my opinion, the biggest changes in this update are actually inside Apple Music. And honestly, I'm loving them. And no, I'm not just saying that to say it. I truly really like these features because Apple added a new Apple Intelligence feature called Playlist Playground. And it's exactly what it sounds like. So now when you open up Apple Music, make sure you're on the Library tab and you will see a new icon at the top of your library. Go ahead and tap on it because now you can create a playlist using just a text prompt. So for example, if you type out workout songs from the 2000s or chill late night vibes or upbeat R&B songs, your iPhone will generate an entire playlist automatically. It even picks the songs, names the playlist, adds artwork, and just builds all of this on its own. It feels like having a personal DJ built into your phone now. You can also chat with the AI right here to continue making adjustments to your new playlist. You're also able to rearrange these if you would like. Then when you scroll down to the bottom of the playlist, here you can add more songs yourself. And then when you go back to your library tab, it now shows up as a playlist. This is still in beta, but it actually works surprisingly well. And honestly, this feels like the future of music discovery. But Apple didn't stop there. They also redesigned how playlists and albums look. Now, when you open a playlist, the artwork fills the entire screen. The colors blend into the background. Buttons are cleaner. Everything feels much more modern. And don't you think this just looks way better? It's subtle, but it makes Apple Music feel completely refreshed. And if you ever go back to iOS 26.3, the old version just looks outdated. Another small but useful change, you can now add a song to multiple playlists at once. So before you had to repeat the process, now just click here and select multiple playlists and you're done. Also, Apple Music now shows concerts nearby. So on the Home tab, scroll down and Apple Music can show you concerts happening near you, all based on your location. And what's even cooler, the artists you listen to. So you can tap into it, see dates, get details, and even find tickets. It's like Apple quietly added a built-in concert discovery app without making a big deal about it. Now I kind of wonder if one day they'll ever do concert streaming on here too. You know how like YouTube does? I would personally use that and possibly even pay for it too. Alrighty, moving along, this one's pretty huge. I think a lot of people are gonna find this one useful because now music recognition works offline. Before, if you tried to identify a song without the internet, it simply wouldn't work. But now your iPhone listens, saves the audio, and once you reconnect, it tells you the song. I feel like this is perfect for flights, subways, or anywhere with poor signal. And you don't have to remember to check later, the phone does it automatically for you. There's also a new widget for ambient sounds. As you can see right here, you get quick access to sleep, chill, productivity, and well-being. Tap once and it starts playing. Yeah, it's simple, but if you use focus sounds, this is actually very convenient right here. Now let's talk about Liquid Glass. Let's be honest, not everyone loved it in iOS 26. Some people thought the bright flashes and glow effects were too much. So Apple listened to the feedback and they added a new setting called Reduce Bright Effects. You can find this in your settings, then click Accessibility. Now click on Display and Text Size. When you turn it on, those glowing flashes when tapping UI elements disappear. Honestly, the interface looks less distracting and a bit more refined. And in addition to this, if you enable reduce motion, animations now get reduced more accurately. So if you're sensitive to motion or just want smoother performance, this helps a lot. Another really big addition, video podcast. Now, inside the podcast app, you will see a video tag on the podcasts that have it, which allows you to switch between audio and video. If a podcast supports video, you can watch it directly. If not, then obviously you'll stay in audio mode. And there's also this button right here that allows you to turn video on and off as you please. You know how like some people like to watch videos on YouTube, so no separate app is needed. Apple also added 8 new emojis in iOS 26.4. These include a distorted face, an orca, a trombone, this ballet dancer, a treasure chest, this fight cloud, and this Sasquatch or Bigfoot hairy creature. Then lastly, there's this landslide or rock kind of thing. Small change, but people always care so much about emojis. Apple also changed wallpapers. They're no longer installed by default, which is actually gonna save you storage. Instead, now they're gonna show up in these little packages right here. So basically you can download them individually by clicking on Get. And if you click here, you can remove them at any time. Moving along, and this one might be the biggest improvement. So many people are going to be happy about this one. Apple finally fixed the keyboard bug. If you've been using iOS 26, you probably noticed this, because before, if you typed fast, letters would sometimes not register. Autocorrect gets confused, and words just simply come out wrong. But now, typing feels much more accurate, especially when you're typing fast. And in my honest opinion, this alone makes iOS 26.4 worth installing. Alrighty, moving right along here, reminders now gets an urgent section. So let's say you have a reminder in your today section, you can press and hold on it, and then you can quickly mark it as urgent. And after that, it will appear in a dedicated tab right here. Next, you can now disable audio zoom. To do this, you would go into your settings, then click on camera, and now click record sound. And you're gonna see a new toggle button here for audio zoom. So before, zooming into video also zoomed in on the audio. Now you can turn that off. I feel like this will be really useful for vloggers or creators that do that style content, because they can disable this if they don't want the audio focused on the subject when the camera is zoomed in. So yeah, I would say that's gonna be pretty useful. Next, the App Store gets some subtle UI changes. So the search moved a little. Before, the search was its own button, but now it's combined with the others and it's all one bar down here at the bottom. Also, the account page has been redesigned. So when you click on your account, you'll be able to see the brand new layout right here. And the update section is now separated. Just a cleaner layout overall. Performance on iOS 26.4 definitely feels improved. I've been on it for a full 24 hours now, and animations are smoother, apps open quickly, RAM management seems better. Nothing like super dramatic, but definitely more polished than iOS 26.3. The battery life also appears to be slightly better, although it's best to wait a few days for a full conclusion on that. So now for the big question, should you update? And let's keep it short and sweet and clear. Yes, iOS 26.4 is a solid update. You get a fixed keyboard, better performance, new Apple Music features, UI improvements, security updates, and useful quality of life changes. There's really no reason to stay on older versions. But there is one thing missing: Siri 2.0. That big Apple Intelligence upgrade is not here yet. That's now expected in iOS 26.5, or in my honest opinion, it's not coming until iOS 27. But we'll see what actually happens with Apple, because as we all know, Siri and Apple Intelligence is really behind compared to other companies like OpenAI, Gemini, and so much more. They really need to catch up in the AI race. So anyways, that's iOS 26.4, a surprisingly big update with lots of useful improvements. But of course, let me know what you think. What's your favorite feature? And are you updating or waiting? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video.